guys, and welcome to another episode of the channel. Today a quick video again, yes, on a Seiko, the Skx 009, respectively the Skx in general. Why? Because I simply figured out, after having owned 4 of the Skx models, 3 times the 007 and the one and only 009 right now, I must tell you that I really started to appreciate this model more and more. Why? Because it simply gives you all you need in a watch, that it is sporty, you can take it swimming, you can take it anywhere, and it fits many occasions, even though it's a little bit, let's say, polarizing with this bicolor bezel, but you can get it, of course, in all black if you're going for the 007. And it really gives you the 90s vibes, when really Seiko, let's say, brought something special to the market, and a very affordable tool watch that can do it all. So a brief history to the Skx. The direct ancestor is probably the 7002, which was introduced in, I think, 1988. It looks very similar, and you can still scoop some of these up on eBay, Chrono24, you name it, on platforms, and it already had this Skx look. The Skx itself, with the 7S26 movement, came in 1996. And it was discontinued, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. And since then, the prices really skyrocketed, at least on the pieces that are available on the internet. You never know which price people actually pay for them. And there's actually the question, which I also like to answer in this video, if you should pay, let's say, way more than 300 or even 400 euros to get an Skx just for the sake of having an Skx. Before I compare this one to other options, I would simply give you a few facts on the watch itself, even though probably many of you know it. It's a 42mm case with a thickness of roughly above 13 millimeters, with a lug width of 22 millimeters. It has the 7S26 movement, which I also think is discontinued. It has no hacking, no hand winding, but I don't really care. You have to do the Seiko shake to get the movement running, and you can't stop the seconds hand from running, but honestly, I don't really need it. The case and the bracelet are stainless steel. The lens on it is hardlex. The crystal is hardlex and not sapphire. And to the bracelet, maybe again, this is the original Jubilee style Seiko bracelet. This is really rattly and everything, but it's one of the most comfortable bracelets out there, period, at least in my opinion. And it doesn't really show scratches, which is a great thing. It's probably something that is special about Jubilee bracelet. They don't really get these scratches because you have the brush elements, and the polish elements are really tiny. The clasp is nothing special, nothing to write home about, pressed metal, but it comes with a lot of micro adjustment points, so everyone will get a great fit on this watch. So the question is, do you really have to spend that much money on an old discontinued model, or are there alternatives? But before we get to the alternatives, a quick wrist check of the watch on my 7-inch wrist, and you can see it wears totally fine on it, not too big, not too small, and yeah, the Pepsi look is just great in summer, and to pair it with jeans, a red t-shirt or whatever, it simply looks great. So what kind of options are there actually? And there are a lot. If you're looking a little bit upmarket, you'll find the Seiko Turtle. And I'm not talking about like the first reissue of 2016 or 17, but I'm talking about the King Turtle, which can be found, this one new, for above 400 euros and used for slightly under 400 euros. And with the King Turtle, you're getting sapphire crystal, hacking, a ceramic bezel insert, all the good stuff, and the 4R36 movement, which has, as I said, the hacking, hand winding capabilities, and also great bezel action. You can compare it to the one on the SKX. I bring it close to the microphone. It's smooth, it's not bad, but it is not, let's say, as tactile or solid as the sound on the Turtle, but this is just a personal preference. So you're getting a whole lot of specifications for the same price. If you're like going to some dealers, you have to pay almost 400 euros for the SKX. Instead, you can get also a Turtle brand new, and it has the similar looks. It's very similar, also the day-date functionality. And of course, it's a bigger watch, but because of the tiny luck to luck distance, or the small luck to luck distance, it wears also quite good on the 7-inch wrist. You can see I can totally wear this one. And it also has a paddy version. If you're going for the non-King Turtle models, you can also find them. And I think a very, very strong contender is made by Orient, and I've just picked for an example the Orient Kano. There are also other Orient models, but the Kano is an automatic watch, hand winding, hacking, day date, great bezel action, a little bit stiff when it is cold, whatever the reason, but then just listen to the click. It sounds so refined. It's closer to, let's say, a Tudor than the Turtle, for example, is. And of course, it's on the bigger side, so you can see it on my 7-inch wrist. And there you go. A 7-inch wrist, very comfortable and great looking, great finish with the polishing and the brushing for the price point for under 200 euro street price. I snapped it up on Amazon for around 160 euros. It's just amazing. The loom, of course, of Seiko is something different. It's the strongest and longest lasting I've experienced so far. So you can get a loom shot here of all the 3 watches. And I think the best probably is the new King Turtle, then the SKX, and then the Orient. To sum it up, should you get the SKX? Yes, if you really want to have this iconic diver in your collection, it's still a good time to snap it up. Maybe you get a good deal on a used one. Get it on the bracelet. It's so comfortable and versatile. You can always go for a NATO afterwards, and you simply won't be disappointed. So overall, yes, the love for the SKX is justified, but if you're only looking for specs, then probably you should go for a King Turtle, and if you're looking money-wise, you should go for the Orient, because also spec-wise and money-wise, you get more for your money. Hope this helped just you a little on the decision-making progress, and if you want to see more reviews on watches, please subscribe to the channel and look up to my other videos. I have made videos on the Citizen, I made videos on other Seikos. Look it up, enjoy, and see you in the next one.